Right.
Alrighty.
Okay. I've gone live now. Let's have a look on my Facebook to see. Hi guys. We've been trying to go live. I don't know if there's anyone out there. I've got a feeling they're not, to be honest with you.
No, because I didn't get a message. You see that we went live, and it always tells me, wait now. Peter is live now on Cruises for Solos.
Yes, we are live. Hey.
We did it.
We've done it, guys. Hi. Hello, everyone who started watching. We did a broadcast, first of all, and it didn't turn up on Facebook. We don't know what we're doing, John. So
this guy did it. He fixed it. He made it work.
Do you know what I did? I kicked it and it worked. If you bang it and you kick it, hey, someone said hi and it says Facebook user. I don't know why it doesn't tell me who. Let's have a look. Someone has said hello. Let's go to my Facebook because I might be able to see who said hi. For some reason, please bear with us. We're getting there.
There's 8 people watching us right now.
We have 8.
Wait a minute. 8 people watching us. I can do numbers.
Fantastic. Now, if you're doing a comment, please say who you are, because I've got hi and the photograph is there's no one. It doesn't say who you are. So please say who you are, please. Right. First of all, let me introduce John. Hi, John.
Hello, Pete, and greetings to everyone that is listening. We're having some fun technologically, and Pete's going to explain why, but we are welcome that you are so happy. Now 10 that are here, and well, Pete, tell them what we're doing here.
Right. First of all, I just got a message from Hi Chili Falls. I hope you're well. I really enjoyed our interview we did the other day. It says on Facebook you have to identify yourself. How do I do that, Chili? It doesn't give me an option to identify myself.
But just say your name in your comments. As you're doing the comments, please say your name, then a colon, and then your comment.
Okay. So if that's correct, please give us a big thumbs up, Chili. That would be wonderful, because it just comes up with a Facebook user. So it's like, guess who's talking to us? So, John, I met you on the Norwegian Epic, didn't I?
Yes, it was the Epic. It was the Epic. We were both in solo cabins, and that was my first run on a solo cabin. And it was, you know, as a longtime cruiser, and Norwegian, of course, I'm a Norwegian fanboy. So I've been in balconies, well, almost all balconies, I guess, all around the ship, bottom, mid, way up in the front. By the way, if you've never been on the 9th floor, way up in front on the Epic, that's a whole different experience we need to talk about one day. But all of a sudden, I got in that solo cabin, I think just to save a little money that year. And there you were.
Yeah. Yeah. In the studio. You know, I'm sure most of the people on our group know about the Norwegian Epic. It's got the most solo cabins out of any ship. And it was the second ship I've been on, but the first time going on a cruise where I was cruising solo before, but this was the proper solo cruise, if you know what I mean. Everyone out there, whoever's out there, you said, where's it got the figure, John, by the way? I can't see a figure. Oh, 6 people, yeah?
I see it on my cell phone. I see it on my cell phone.
4, just 2 just ran away.
Oh, my goodness. We will chase those people down and wave a technological flag in front of them.
On Facebook, the way it works with this software, everyone, yeah, when you leave a comment, it doesn't tell us who you are. It just says Facebook user with no photograph. So just go, hi, I'm Pete. That way we know who we're talking to, because otherwise we haven't got a clue. If you don't want to tell us who you are, then you can make a comment, you know. You can do that.
If you make a bad comment, I have friends at this distillery. They will track you down. They will go to your house and they will pour this on your beautiful roses out in front and kill all your roses. See, Pete, we don't mess around over here in America.
I'm speechless, John. Yeah, I'm speechless. It's not often you get me speechless. We have 9. Fantastic. So geek. You're Greek. Okay. So please say hello. Please. Chile, no, we're not on YouTube at the moment because I tried to do YouTube at the same time and I hadn't got a clue. I went through the whole system and it didn't allow me to do it. Someone just said, hi, as we keep talking, please introduce yourself because we're blind. All I've got is hi come up. I don't know who it is. We don't know who it is. And I'm talking to John. And John, please tell everyone where you are, please.
I am, if you look at North America, just a few miles west of me is the absolute geographic center of North America. I'm in Northwest Minnesota, outside of a little town called Crookston, not named for the crooks that live there, depending on which political party you like, but because of the William E. Crooks, which was the first locomotive to come into Crookston as they were building out the train system. And so this is Crookston, and I'm a fourth generation sugar beet farmer, and live on my family's farmstead here. And my son will be the fifth generation to do so, although he is not in any kind of agriculture. Since I first met Pete, actually went back into farming. I am now a licensed and legal hemp operation. I grow the heathen devil weed known as cannabis. So I'm not a user, but I'm a grower.
I'm speechless again, John. That's twice you've got me. And we've spoken so many times, and you've done me twice now. Anyone who's joining us and you want to say hi, please leave a comment. For instance, don't waste good bourbon. Yeah, but I don't know who said that.
And I don't drink this either. I don't use drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I don't use the products that we raise in the field. I'm a really boring guy, Pete. I'm boring.
Someone said, "Hey, Pete, just tuned in." We don't know who's just tuned in because this system we have allows me to talk to people, which is fantastic. Doesn't tell us in the comments who's commenting. It says Facebook user, and there's no photograph. So we're kind of talking blind, aren't we? So it does give you lot out there the opportunity to kind of say some bad things if you want to. We won't know who you are. We're trying to figure it out, yeah, because last week, John, I went, obviously that's when we spoke. You know, I did the first live broadcast as such, and it was just me. I didn't want to do that again, just me. And this is the first one we're doing together. And we're kind of figuring it out because as Chili Fool says that if we can, you know, go on YouTube as well, then maybe it'll figure out who's talking to us, which would be fantastic. It really will.
And we will get that down. But thank you for the 9 people that are watching. Yeah. And we're really just here to try and bring our community together. You know, you guys over in Europe, you're way ahead of us in timing. We're probably going to be where you are, or the big cities in America are going to be where you are in a few weeks from now. And where I am out here in the middle of nowhere, we're probably not going to hit it until the end of June. The only thing is that we're already all hunkered down. I am literally, my son and daughter-in-law live here on the farm, but other than seeing them a little bit each day and cooking and eating together, I am all alone because I'm in the risk group like you are, Pete.
Yeah.
And we're just, we respect the scientists' opinions on this. And of course, the joke is, it doesn't really affect my life too much. I work from the farm. All my business interests are here on the farm. My offices are here on the farm. But you know, Pete, when all of a sudden I can't go to town to pick up a pizza, I want to go to town and pick up a pizza.
I want one. And also, people watching, you've seen the live broadcast, but I posted a link, a different link just under the live broadcast, that if you click on that, it allows us to add one more person live with us. And again, we'll have to figure that one out. But if you click on the link, and it's very, very quick. You suddenly appear on a wall, I can see, and then I can set up and add you, I think. So that gives you an option if you wanted. For instance, John, last week, I got talking to Emma, and Emma, happy you said you've done you twice. Yeah, I'll explain that in a second. I just got a message through there. But when I was talking to Emma, who runs Solo Cruise Club, great lady, yeah, fantastic lady. And I wanted to go live with her, but live wouldn't allow me to add anyone else because Facebook stopped it. A couple of months ago, you could add guests, and they stopped it. That was a bad idea, wasn't it? Yeah. So I couldn't add Emma, and so what I could do, that's interesting. What I could do is I wanted to see her,
more than anything live because she was in her onesie. Weren't you? And do you know what the crazy thing about it was, John? I said, okay, what onesie is Emma wearing? And I went, bunny rabbit. It was a bunny rabbit. Emma, if you are out there, and we don't know, hi, David Hughes, by the way. For some reason, David Hughes has come up.
Oh, because he went and signed into the duck here. What is it called that we're on? Yeah. StreamYard. He went and gave StreamYard permission to put his name through the system.
Ah, folks, that's what you do. Chili Fools, is that correct? Yeah. You go through the system and you have to give permission. It's very easy. Go click yes, 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 basically. And it allows you. Yeah, David clicked on the link.
StreamYard.com/Facebook, and then it will take you to the permission page.
Yeah. So if you please give your permission. See, we're working it out. We're clueless, you know, but we're working it out. Thank you, David, for that. Facebook user, David Hughes, tell them who you are. They are blind. Don't Paul Tucker. Hi, Paul Tucker. We are blind because if you don't put your name in, we don't know who we're talking to unless you've gone through that system. So please go through that system, click on the link, give Facebook permission to use so we know that who we're talking to, which would be fantastic. David, great to see you, mate. Thank you on board. We're having this great little thing at the moment, doing this virtual cruise, by the way. I don't know if you've seen it, John, in the group, and we're having a wonderful time with that, which is great. But every time I type, it stops the live feed.
But then it should come back. Oh, yes, when you do the chat, it'll do that. But then it should come right back, David. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope it does.
Yeah, so that's fine. Margaret. Hi, Margaret. And please let us know where you're from as well, which is fantastic because I'm from the UK. I'm in Buckinghamshire, which is around about 25 miles west of London. And John is in Minnesota, yeah?
I'm from the colonies, yes. Yes, I'm across the pond in the colonies, right in the northwest corner of Minnesota, where if I put my other camera on, I could show you half snow and half grass.
Hi, Margaret, from Scotland, from Airdrie. Beautiful part. Yeah, I love the Highlands in Scotland. I was in Loch Ness a few years ago searching for the monster, could you believe? Didn't find the monster, but I was searching for the monster in springtime in Loch Ness. And we had a heat wave in Loch Ness. Blue skies, 80 degrees. It is the most beautiful place. It is. I did the night train from London going to Scotland. Wow, the view is just absolutely beautiful part of the world, Margaret. Absolutely beautiful part of the world. Loved it there, I really did. But I didn't find Loch Ness Monster. I was gutted. Really disappointed. I've got a few little things we might do, by the way, because what we wanted to talk about, first of all, everybody out there who's watching this on playback or here live, first of all, and most importantly, yeah, and we're a solo group. Lots of us are solos by definition. If anyone out there needs anything or for any reason needs any help, please let us know, first of all. We've got 1,500 members now, which is amazing, from all around the world. Someone may know you, may know someone close to you who can help, yeah? So that's the, or if you just want to talk to us, if you feel that you need to talk to us, we've got to 13. Wow, a record. I'm really happy about that. If you want to talk to us, you know, and do that as well. We don't know how often we want to do these shows. You know, I say shows, I call them broadcasts. At the moment, we're going to go once a week. But again, please let us know how often you want us to be here for you, you know. And a few quizzes, you know, a few questions, a few things like Facebook user. I'm from Geordieland, England. We have met. And I don't know who you are because it said Facebook user. That's not fair, is it?
That's a secret. You see, this could be one of those gals that we, you know, went to all of those events on the Epic. Yeah. Or it could be your next door neighbor pretending to be from Geordieland.
Well, my brother, Chris, he may come on it at some point. It'd be great. He is a Newcastle football fan.
Oh, yeah. Right?
Since a kid. I'm a Brentford fan in England. That's in London. We're in the second level in the Championship. We could have got promoted this year, but stopped. My brother is a Newcastle fan, yeah? He's never been to the ground. I've been to the ground. What a fantastic ground. Love Newcastle. What a great town, yeah? So, hi, Pete and John. Alison in Glasgow. Hi, Alison. How you doing? Say hi, John. So one of the things we want to talk about, as I said, if you need anything, please let us know, you know, and if you've got any ideas, because this in the UK, John, we think we're in the long run. We think we're talking about 2 or 3 months where we'll be kind of self-isolating to a certain extent. So this is going to go on for a while. So if there's anything you like us to do, please let us know. If you've got any ideas, let us know. That's really important. Aha, Mr. Paul Tucker. Yes. Mr. Paul Tucker, I think Paul is in the entertainment industry, if I'm correct, Paul. Yep, just let me know on that one. Chili again. Hi, Chili. If one opens up Facebook from your phone with volume off, you can see the comments on who's with it. Okay.
Facebook. Yeah, that's what I have. Yeah.
Chili.
I'm not finding that, though. See, I don't find the comments.
Okay, let me go to that. Let me go.
Oh, there we go. Allison Moore. I see it now. Thank you. Thank you.
Ah, right. And I can go back and see who was talking to us. Ah, thank you. So now we know. Hi, Lynn. Allison Moore, 2 other people are watching with you. Fantastic. Yeah. So, see, we're getting in now. So I'm kind of watching the comments on my phone. So I now know who you are when you say hi. Bit dodgy, isn't it? Right, so again, as I said, please let us know what you wanted to do. Going to have John. Thought about I do, you know, Emma from Cruising isn't just for old people. Emma Cruises. Yes. I mean, she's been fantastic. She's been a great help for us. She did a quiz recently as well, which I did. You know, didn't win it unfortunately, but I did quite well. Well, and so I thought before that we might do a little bit of a quiz for a few people as well. So if you want us to do a little bit of a quiz, let us know. But John, I want to ask you a question. I want to see whether you got this correct or not, yeah? And see if anyone else knows the answer. Please don't Google this. Please don't Google it. And if you do Google it, you might get a different answer anyway. Cruising, right? What year was the first cruise, as far as most recognizable is concerned?
Okay, so I think it's on Carnival.
The first ever cruise.
Oh, you mean like? But when you say cruising, different than transatlantic, Queen Mary kind of stuff.
The first time they technically was a cruise, which means a ship was going from A to B which was not specifically dropping somebody off.
Right, not like a bus ride.
It was kind of going to visit and coming back. Yeah.
I think it's Carnival, and I think it's in.
Don't Google anyone.
I'm not. You can see my hands here.
No, I'm telling the people. Yeah.
I'm guessing it's. What year? I think it was kind of a bucket-looking ship. It had a really rounded back, and I think it was Carnival, and I think it was about 57. That's my guess.
1957. Okay.
What?
Yeah. Hi, Paul. Paul is a singer. Yes, I know you. I think you sing on cruises. I've seen you do stuff on cruises, Paul. So Paul's a singer. I've got a lot of people I know from the entertainment industry. So maybe, Paul, you can come on and sing a song for us at some point.
Wonderful. That'd be great. So how am I doing on the cruise question?
You're not doing very well at all. I want to see if anyone else comes up. So you're wrong, first of all.
I'm wrong on all 3. It's not Carnival. It's
Correct.
Not in the 50s. Am I close?
Yeah, no. Does anyone else know the year of the first kind of what when they say the first recognized cruise, it meant this was a ship sold tickets and people went from A to B to C, but they weren't being dropped off there. They were just going to visit, and it's a leisure thing.
Yeah.
Anyone want to give us an idea? First of all, the first year, and secondly, the cruise line. And thirdly, where did it leave from and go to? You know, and don't Google it because that's cheating. I have sang on the Paul has sung on the Epic. How did you sing?
No kidding.
Paul's sung on the Epic. So were you working on the Epic, Paul, or did you do karaoke on the Paul?
That's not fair.
That's not fair,
doing karaoke. Then I have sung on every ship that I've ever been on. But no.
But Paul has sung on the Epic. So I mean, Paul's a professional singer. So were you know? So be interesting to find out whether Paul was doing a season on the Epic. You know, did we see when was it, Paul, as well? So going back to the question. Have anyone got an idea of the year of the first cruise.
Okay, and since I guessed 57, is that way too late? You're saying it's earlier than 57.
I'm not telling you anything, John.
Oh, no hint. You won't even give us a hint.
No, I'm tough. I'm a tough. No one's put a guess out there. We have 7 people. What year was the first ever kind of recognized cruise? Don't Google it. Then tell me where it left from and where it went to. Yeah, and what was the cruise line? It's a slightly different name then, but we would recognize it now. No Googling. So if you've got it, just guess.
Do I get a second guess?
You get as many guesses as you want, because I'm hoping, David, it was 1900. Have you Googled that, David? And if David, tell me, have you Googled that or have you guessed that? And then I'll tell you whether you're correct or wrong. David's guessed 1900. So tell me, because I know some people will guess. Hi, Pete. Hi, Ron. Hi. How you doing, Ron? Good to see you, Ron. Yep, he Googled it. Yeah. Already had, David. Yeah, well, you're wrong.
Are you going to go all the way back to like 1860 or something?
Wrong. Yeah. So there you go. But David's got a point. You know, no idea about the year, but I would guess a lot earlier than that, from Southampton across the Atlantic. No idea. Was it earlier than that, than 57? Yes, it was earlier than 57. Was it across the Atlantic? No, it wasn't across the Atlantic. Was it from Southampton? Yes. You are correct, Alison. It was from Southampton. Is that going to help? Well done, Alison. Round of applause. I'm impressed.
Oh, good.
So we got the first part of the 3, yeah? David's trying to work out now how he was wrong. He could come back and have an argument with me, and I'll explain why later, yeah? Because I know why he said 1900, but wrong as far as I guess, you know. So we got from Southampton. Alison's got that. So, you know, just guess the year. See how close you can get. It'd be really interesting. John, you're not Googling, are you?
No, I'm trying to get back on the page. I've lost the page. I'm not going to break the rules. Are you kidding me? I got to go on a cruise with you again. Do you think I'm going to break the rules?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. And Paul, tell us about the Epic. You know, and don't forget, if somebody wants to join us live on screen, there's a link on the group there. Sorry. It's about probably 2 down. You just click on that link and follow what it asks you to do. It's very, very simple. And then there'll be 3 of us. So you feel free to come and join us, especially if Emma out there in her bunny onesie. She posted a photograph, by the way, John. If you scroll down, you'll find it. It's a great photograph. I loved it. So I'm looking for a few more guesses. And going back again, as people are joining us, as people are leaving us, as we said, anyone needs anything, anyone needs any help, just let us know as a community. As this goes along, more and more people will feel probably more and more isolated, and they may need things, you know. I tried to order online shopping the other day for some food, John. I can't get food.
How did that go for you? Because here they're backed up days.
Mid-April. I've got to wait till mid-April and get some food delivered.
Mid-April.
I've been chasing the cat around the garden. You know what I mean? Anyone else going to have a little guess? Yeah, because, you know, John, have another one.
Well, no, but Ronnie just entered the room. My son. We'll quiz him. We're live over in England on the cruises.
Ronnie,
when do you think the first cruise was, and where did it sail from? Not the transatlantics like the Queen Mary, you know, like a bus going from point A to point B, but an actual like a luxury cruiser going out to show people the ocean or the waves. And what he says in the 1780s. You realize that's like before 1800, right? Okay, and then where do you think it left from? Because he didn't hear it earlier.
Yeah, I'll go for the questions for people just joined us. When was the first kind of official cruise, which meant it wasn't delivering people from A to B across the Atlantic? It was going for leisure and going to different places. Where was it? It left from Southampton. Alison got that correct.
Okay, Southampton.
And what year was it? And what cruise line that's operational now? You know, is an answer.
Then it's got to be White Star or Cunard. I mean, those are the two lines. So
Which one, John?
White Star, I'm guessing.
No.
Of course, I'm totally. Every time I guess, it's the other side. So that's if I go to Vegas. If it's black, I bet red. If it's red, I bet. You know, I mean, just bet.
Well, John, you've lost both times, mate. You're wrong both. It's not.
Oh, it's not White Star or Cunard.
No, it's not. No.
Well, who? Holland America. Who
Sorry?
else operates?
There we go. So please, if you just guess the year, people, if you're watching, and please, if you're out there, please say hi. Let us know it's not just me and John talking to each other like we do, yeah. And if you've got anything you'd like us to, if you've got any ideas of how we can look after each other and what we can do as we go along, how often we can do these live broadcasts, that'd be great. If you like the idea of quizzes. I used to run a bar in Gran Canaria, John. This has been 5 years in Gran Canaria in Puerto Rico, yeah. My first ever bar, I actually opened the first British bar in Puerto Rico, Gran Canaria.
No kidding. No kidding.
And it was called the Lost Bar. You know why? Because no one could find it. But
I always thought, across Minnesota, there's 10,000 lakes that are big enough to be called a lake. And I think on every one of them, there's a resort called the Last Resort. It's just hilarious because, oh yeah, we're going to be staying at the Last Resort. Hey, that doesn't help me at all because you can be driving in Minnesota and you'll see a sign for the Last Resort about every 20 miles. So
the Lost Bar was the first bar I've had. So I did other bars after that, more fun pubs, crazy fun pubs. But we used to do quizzes. I used to do quizzes. So if you want us to do a quiz, then we can do. Paul Tuckart, Terry Blisborough. The first solo cruise is when I met him. He put together a group of us solos. He's from Manchester. And a bit more of that. I am in shock at John's wanting to pour that good bourbon on rose bushes.
Chili, I promise you, it was only a threat. It was just a threat. It was not, I would never do that. This is actually straight rye whiskey from Canada. It's beyond good bourbon. Back in the days when I drank, this was a Christmas gift that I got this year. Of course, now being a teetotaler, for no other reason than that's another story that Pete and I will talk about someday. I'm 2 years and 2 months choosing not to drink for a completely wacky reason that I'll tell you about one day. But even though I'm a teetotaler and I got this for Christmas, you might notice, because it seems like everybody who comes to visit, well, I'll just have a little taste.
You go for it. And
not me.
If Chili Falls, you're still there. Chili interviewed me the other day, so I kind of this is how I found this software, Chili, to be honest with you. I thought, okay, what are you using? Maybe I could figure it out, as well. So we're kind of going, it's kind of working, I think. Chili's got YouTube and stuff. And one of Chili's videos, 85,000 views. Chili, videos. I've got the YouTube group channel there as well, yeah? You've had more views on one video than I've had on every single one of mine. So hi, Chili. So I know Knob Creek really well. Chili's still there. So yeah. So I was impressed, Chili. Now I need someone to give me these answers, yeah, because I don't want to bore people with this question for too long. But this is how cruising started officially, kind of. Yeah. So how did it start? Where did it start? We know the ship left from Southampton.
So it had to be an English line then. Have we narrowed it down to an English line?
Well, you may be getting warmer, John, and what year did it leave from Southampton? And is it still cruising? Is it still going around? So
see, I only know those two English lines. It ain't Virgin Airlines because we know that, or Virgin, that's new.
No, that they haven't even, well, they haven't really sold yet, have
they? Yeah.
I got invited.
Talk about luck, huh?
I got invited onto the Scarlet Lady. I was there in Dover for overnight stay, to have a look at the ship, and Emma from Emma Cruises, that's her YouTube channel. She did a video about it, which went viral because it's kind of telling you how it kind of is from her point of view.
And I got to tell you, every point that she made as an overweight adult, 68-year-old man, I agree with every point that she made without even being on the ship. I don't care about the size of the swimming pool, but every other point that she made about the room was really relative to me.
I wouldn't call it a swimming pool, John. I call it a
Well,
bath. To be honest with you,
I have a hot tub here on the farm that's bigger than that swimming pool, by the way.
Norwegian is the oldest big three, isn't it? Chile, I don't know about that.
Carnival's older. Carnival's the oldest of the big three. I'm quite sure. I'm quite sure Carnival was older.
Maritime, no, but we're getting a few people coming back to us. It's not Cruise and Maritime either, and you know, some people may disagree with me when it comes down to it, but I'm going to stick to what I'm saying. So, right, it leaves from Southampton. So, John, another year.
Oh, I mean, there's just, let's get it down to a decade. Let's try for a decade.
Okay.
And I guess, you know, Ronnie said about 1800, so that's too far off the chart, right?
Okay.
Is that too far?
I'm not going to tell you that, but you can stick with it.
I think that's too early, because that would have to be, that's sailing. I mean, that would be sailing. So I don't believe there was any legitimate steam powered.
I didn't say how.
Well, I understand, but I just don't think that there would be a leisure luxury cruise ship that would go out under full sail. That, to me, that's something we do now in modern days to try and pretend that we're doing the old thing. Okay. So to me, that's too old. 1900, well, between 1900 and the 20s, the roaring 20s, before the wars kicked in, I would believe that would be a flapper time that they could have thrown money, you know, at that extravagance for rich people. Okay. The Biltmores, the Rockefellers, the equivalent people in England. So I believe between 1900 and 1920 that could be the window. That's what I'm evaluating in my pea-sized brain.
Yeah, I won't answer that. Okay, so if anyone else wants to guess the year of what the first cruise, recognized cruise is, please do it now, because I'm going to put you all out of your miseries and let you know what I've got.
Let's do warmer and colder then. Let's do hotter and colder. You know that game.
Well, you obviously weren't going to be colder, were you? Because your answer, the last answer was definitely nowhere near. So you weren't going to be colder. So you were officially warmer, John.
What? But so I'm saying in the window of 1900 to 1920.
No, you're wrong.
No, I'm way off.
That's not 10 years. That's 20. You've now expanded it to 20 years.
The first decade of the 1900s.
Right, Alison has said 1908.
Okay.
No, that's wrong, Alison.
Okay, I'm going to say 1920. Am I warmer or colder?
Colder.
So it's before 1900.
Correct.
1880.
Wrong.
So
anyone else, I guess, before we give the answers? Yeah. Before we give the answers, I'm quite surprised actually when I looked at it. Okay, I'm going to put you all out of your miseries, yeah? So you know, yeah? Right. The first official kind of cruise left from Southampton in 1844, and the ship and the cruise line it left on has eventually became P&O.
You know, I was thinking of that. Is it one of those something and something? Yeah. I was thinking of the German one though. What's the German one? The Lloyd's.
You see, I'll go back to 1900 in a second, yeah. And those cruises, they started then, and one of the chaps that started, I think he's from Scotland. They have one of the bars on board the P&O is named after him. So if people sail with P&O, they would have probably drunk in those bars, and they know one of the original people. I'll tell you who it is. It's Brodie's. They're called Brodie's Pub, apparently. 1844, and they were sailing, John, those cruisers from then, or were sailing from Southampton, and they were going to Athens, to Gibraltar, and to Malta. That's where they were going.
That's a run.
Now, the 1900, I can't remember who said 1900. Was it Paul? I can't remember who said 1900 originally came down. Now, it was the first cruise ship that was built as a cruise ship.
Oh.
That was Princess, but not the Princess, you know, the Principian Victoria line. It's Hamburg American line, and this was a all first class ship that sailed 1900, and that was the first ship that was built to be a cruise liner as
And
such.
see, that fit into what I was saying about the time, 1900 to 1920, when there was the wealthy.
People might go, that is kind of the first official cruise. So I get that as an answer, because that was where I first got to, and then I went further back in time and found 1844, and they eventually became P&O, which is, you know, incredible. And look, what else have I got written down there? Yeah, I think it might be the SS Ceylon. I'm not too sure actually, but they were called, by the way, they were called Sea Tours. Sea Tours was the description of them. Yeah,
and you know what a great name for a in this modern time for a travel agency. The letter C, Sea Tours.
There you go. Right, John, we've been going officially now, boring everyone to death, probably 36 minutes. Everyone out there who has become part of this broadcast or is watching it back, I think it stays on Facebook, which is great. We'll work that one out as well. Thank you for joining us. Anyone needs any help out there, please let us know what it is. We don't really know what we're doing. We're going to kind of figure it out as we go along. We'll do another broadcast next Sunday, John, if that's okay with you. If somebody would like to join us live, please let us know. Please message us so we can work that one out as well. So that way there can be 3 of us chatting. And please let us know anything you want to do. You know, with Cruises for Solos, obviously it's a tough times at the moment, John. People are not really thinking about cruising, obviously, you know, but we're also a solo group. And I think as time goes on, a lot of solos may feel isolated. So we might not necessarily talk about too much about cruises as we go along in the hard times, but we want to look after each other as solos. And that's what we're trying to do here, you know. And so please let us know on Cruises for Solos what we can do for everyone and how you would like us to go along and what you'd like to see. I've got a lot of people who I know are friends in the entertainment industry, and some of them go live. And I have posted their live streams, if you know. It's not everyone's cup of tea, their music, but these amazing artists that I know personally, just give some of our members the opportunity, if they want to, they're by themselves and they're feeling isolated and lonely, just to watch their live shows, because these people are doing live shows for everyone out there, and they're great talents. So if you like me doing that, please let me know. If you don't like it because it's not cruise related, let us know. So we'll kind of see where we go, John. Thank you so much for coming on board, John. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Pete. Everybody, we're in this together. I think back over history and what maybe some of you, but certainly our parents, our grandparents did to get us to this place in time. We can get through this. And we just want to bring a little happiness, a little joy, and let you know that you're not alone. You know, cruising alone is one thing, but going through this alone can be tough. And we're here for you in any way that we can be. Looking forward to talking to you again next week, Pete, and if not sooner, for everyone else. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and we're going to sign off. We call this anything about P&O. No comment. I'm actually booked on P&O for next year, by the way, 2022. Sorry. So we're going to sign off now. Thank you, everyone who's watching this on playback, and thank you so much for everyone that came on board for our first live joint broadcast. And thank you, Chile. Keep up the good work. We really appreciate that. And hopefully we'll get more people as we go along. So I'm going to click the end broadcast button now. John, take it easy, my friend. Stay safe, everyone. And talk to you all soon. Bye.